Hi everyone, I'm Kristine Drummond, and we are joining each other on the mat today as we bring our hands to heart center, setting an intention for our practice, and then interlacing the fingers and pulling the arms away from the body, maybe dropping the head forward and backwards to get a bit of a neck stretch as well as this beautiful stretch through the shoulders. Left ear to left shoulder, gently taking it over to the right. You're pulling the hands away from the body and then raising them up over the head, pulling the body as high as you can, and then exhaling as we bring our arms down by our side, interlacing the fingers behind the back and raising the arms up as we lean forward, gently resting the forehead on the floor if you can, otherwise just hovering above the ground, and then using the hands to push the body back up. Bringing the body forward now and then exhaling as we curve the spine towards the back of the room. Inhaling as we come forward. Exhaling as we push back. Really curving that spine as far as you can. Inhaling forward, exhaling backward. Doing some shoulder rolls now, bringing the shoulders up and around, moving them backwards, 3 circles, and then bringing them up and forwards. It's like a little massage for the shoulders. Planting the right hand down, left arm up overhead, left arm down, right arm up overhead. Inhaling, exhaling as we bend. Inhaling, exhaling as we bend to the other side. Creating some warmth and flexibility through the midsection of the body right now. And then taking the hands behind the bottom. I'm just going to push the chest and the abdominals forward, dropping the head backwards. Getting a beautiful back bend here. Coming into tabletop position now. Wrists are under the shoulders and knees under the hips. Take the right leg long and then bring it up and over the left leg as we push the heel away from the body. Trying to keep the shoulders square on to the top of the mat. And you can even come down onto your forearms if you like. And if that feels good to do so. We're targeting the left glute with this pose. Giving it a nice stretch. Coming back up onto the hands. And then bringing the right knee back onto the mat. Taking the left leg long. And then bringing it up and over the right leg out on a 45-degree angle. Pushing the heels, or the heel, away from the body. Coming down onto the forearms. Taking the left leg back, tucking the toes and pushing the heel away from the body. I'm going to stretch the back of the calves. Same thing with the right leg. Toes are tucked under, and we're pushing that heel away from the body. Back to the other side. Using the hands to shift that body weight backwards. Right leg again. And then taking the arms forward, we're coming into puppy dog pose. Gently resting the forehead on the mat and pushing the chest towards the earth. And then gently rising and turning the hands so that the fingertips are facing the knees. It's going to take the body weight back towards our heels. Stretching the forearms. And then slowly doing some circles with the body. Tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Making sure the hips are high and the heels are being pushed towards the mat. And then guiding the shoulders away from the head. Taking the right leg long now. And then bringing it underneath the body so it comes out on a 90-degree angle out the left side. And then taking our left hand towards the sky. Planting the left hand back down. Taking the right leg long towards the ceiling. And then tucking the knee underneath the body. Holding. Taking it long again. And then bringing it back to make contact with the mat. The left leg this time goes long. And then it comes underneath the body and out to the right side on a 90-degree angle. Right arm goes towards the sky, using the left arm to steady the body. Right hand back on the mat, left leg long. Bringing the left knee towards the middle of the hands, hovering. Taking the left leg back and then bringing it back forward, downward facing dog. Dolphin pose as we come down onto our forearms, keeping the hips high, legs are straight. Dropping to our knees now, coming in for closed-legged child's pose, bringing the arms down by the side of the legs. Hands are gently resting on the feet behind the bottom, and our head is gently resting on the mat. Scooping the body forward now to come onto our belly and coming up onto our forearms. And using the forearms to pull the body forward. And then bending the legs, bringing the feet together, dropping the head back. Keeping the knees wide and taking the body weight back to open up the hips here. Just using the arms for support. And then coming into child's pose, this time running the arms underneath the bottom and out the other side, gently resting the left cheek on the mat. Remembering to breathe deeply and then gently unraveling and scooping the body forward, coming into Sphinx pose again, pushing up onto the forearms, pulling the body forward, bending the legs and bringing the heels towards the bottom as we drop our head back. And then gently releasing the feet, bringing the arms underneath the body for child's pose, resting the right cheek on the mat this time. And just feel the ease and comfort of this pose. And how good it feels. And isn't that what life is all about? Doing things that make you feel good. I'm hoping you enjoy this pose as much as I do. Gently rising now, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Jumping the feet between the hands, or you can walk them between the hands. Forward fold. Legs are bent, or if you're flexible enough, you can have straight legs here. Maybe gently resting the chest on the thighs. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Big deep breath in. Hands to heart center. Lifting the right leg and then slowly transitioning the body weight so that we're using that left leg to come into a parallel position with the body. Pausing and then gently rising the right knee and then coming down to meet the left. Left leg going back this time. And it's okay if you lose a little bit of balance like I did. Just try and direct your focus again to get that body parallel. And then bringing the left knee to the front and then both feet meeting again. Coming into Tadasana. So feet are firmly planted on the mat. Thighs are slightly rolling in towards each other. Our glutes and our core are engaged and our shoulders come away from our ears as we forward fold on the exhale now. Taking the feet back to downward facing dog. Dropping to our knees and rolling over onto our bottom. Coming into boat pose. Just holding for a minute before lowering the body to the earth. Hugging both knees in towards the chest. And then coming in for our final resting pose, Savasana. We're only going to be here for about 3 minutes. But if you want to stay longer, then feel free to pause the video. But take this time that you've dedicated to your self-love practice and take every bit of it so that your body, mind, and spirit can connect. And you can live in a more aligned state as you move about your day. It all starts here. With your daily rituals, the daily practices that hold you accountable to your health and well-being goals. And I'm not just talking from a physical perspective. Your mental wellness is just as important as your physical wellness. Starting to deepen the breath now. Wriggling the fingers, moving the toes, moving the body in whatever way feels good for you before rolling over to one side. And then pushing yourself up into a seated position, keeping the eyes closed down. And checking in, how you're feeling. Then a big deep breath in, bringing palms together at our third eye. May we have kind and loving thoughts today. As we lower our hands to our lips, may we speak kind and loving words today. As we lower our hands to our heart, may we have kind and loving intentions today. Another amazing practice. Enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and thank you for joining me. Namaste.